Chapter 48. Lady and gentlemen, welcome to Indianapolis. I woke up at the pilot's first word. Then Addison twitched awake right after me. Aaron didn't even stir. We'd visited 6 patients in the last 2 days and transformed their lives. I even fixed a few bonus issues for people we ran into along the way. Each family responded with utter joy and awe at the miracle they received. Emergency medicine has its share of saves and energizing encounters, but nothing compares to removing the burden of severe chronic disease from a patient, giving sight to the blind, restoring neurological function, walking to the lame. As much as I loved my old career, I wouldn't take it back for anything. I rubbed Aaron's leg until he woke up. "Hey, we're almost on the ground. Time to get ready to go." He yawned and looked around the plane. "Back home?" "I honestly don't know. I'm not sure we can go back there. At least not me. The police are after me. I'm not much use to anyone if I'm locked in a jail cell." "So what now?" asked Addison. "I think it's time we prepare for my exit from this world." "Have you figured out what you want to do?" "I have. But I'm going to need some help, and I have a favor to ask from you. One I never thought I'd have to ask. In fact, it's the exact opposite of how I figured my life would end." "What is it?" "I think we need to be apart. When I do this, the police are going to collapse in on me, and I need enough time to finish. I need you to be a diversion." "I guess I could do that. I'd want you to be in my arms, but life isn't about what we want, is it?" I unbuckled from my seat and kneeled in front of her. I took her hands in mine and looked up into her eyes. "I could not have asked for a better partner in life, a better mother to our children. You've handled the difficult role of spouse to an ER doctor so well. And the wife of a prophet, or an angel, or whatever it is you are." I wondered about that myself, but finally gave up. My title doesn't matter. You know, God had this all planned out. He knew I'd get attacked and have the chance to do this. And he put you in my life to help me through it all and to raise Aaron in my absence. She squeezed my hands. "It will not be easy." "I know. But at least you won't have to pick up after me anymore. Or help you find a ketchup in the fridge." Her smile betrayed her true feelings. She had enough grief in her life, and I hated I would soon add to it. Who buys ketchup that's not in a red bottle? It's like you set me up for failure. This earned me a laugh. Honestly, I bought it because it didn't look like ketchup. I knew it would get you. Of course you did. You're next level. I stood up and assisted her out of her chair. "Aaron, let's go." The 3 of us exited the plane and made it out to our car without definitive plans of where to go next. Addison offered the first suggestion. "What if we stay in a hotel?" "A killer hotel," added Aaron. "One where I have my own bathroom?" "We can register with a fake name," I said. "Pay cash and fly under the radar until we figure out the next move." "I'll find us a place," said Addison. She pulled out her phone and began a search. My phone vibrated in my lap in what seemed like a jealous cry for attention. The screen showed the name Hans Albrecht. Fine, I had time now. "Hans, good to hear from you. Checking on your favorite patient?" "You're not my favorite patient. I don't rank them. You're certainly one of my favorite cases, though." "Well, you're my favorite trauma surgeon. I do rank you guys." "Very well. Thank you. I wish I was calling to check on you. I'm afraid I'm calling with bad news. The hospital revoked your privileges at the recent medical staff meeting." "They did?" Now I felt bad for not checking my voicemail or email. Surely Caitlin would have reached out to me about something like this. Not that it really mattered. I was nothing but a distraction at work, the singular reason the hospital had ground to a halt. I realized it, and clearly the board did as well. "Yes, but it wasn't unanimous. I spoke on your behalf." "I appreciate it. I don't suppose it mattered much, did it?" "In the end, no. But I took the plunge along with you." "What does that mean?" "I told them if they revoke your privileges, then they can accept my resignation too. That jerk of a CMO basically wished me well, and then I walked out the door." I couldn't believe it. Hans Albrecht, the pinnacle of egotism personified in the shell of a trauma surgeon, threw away his position to support an ER doctor? What was happening? You gave up your career for me? Did I hear you correctly? You can thank Sister Margaret for that. Ever since your miraculous recovery, I've been wondering what happened. I looked at it from every angle, and the only thing that made sense was a miracle. Once I realized that, I knew I couldn't deny God any longer. So I started reading the Bible. Sister Margaret helped me along my journey and gave me the encouragement to step out boldly in faith. I denied myself, Cameron. I really did it. I can see that. I'm not sure whether to apologize or congratulate you. Definitely congratulate. And if I may continue to be bold, I want to keep working with you. I know you are a man sent from God. There is no other explanation. So, now that my schedule is wide open, how can I best help you? I'm afraid you're catching me at a bad time. There's a warrant out for my arrest, and I can't go back to the hospital. I age a month every time I use this gift, and feel it more every time. My back hurts, and I can't move as quickly as I used to, and people are noticing my face changing. I can't walk around anywhere because I get swarmed by desperate people. If I heal them, they love me. If I don't, they despise me. They don't care about the downside or the limited number of times I can use it. Then perhaps I can help you screen patients. We can establish criteria, however you want, and then I'll review the cases, meet with the patients and families, and shoulder as much of the burden as I can. I could hear the eagerness in his voice. It oozed out of him in every sentence. But I don't need to establish a protocol. I know what I want to do. I just need help to make it happen. Listen, I'm afraid you're hitching yourself to a wagon right before it runs off a cliff. I don't have much time left on this planet, but am going to make the most of it. If you want to help, there are a few things you could do for me. And then meet me at Pearson. The pediatric hospital? Why? Because children are the most deserving of this gift. They didn't cause their problems, and they have the most life ahead of them. If you want to change the world, focus on the children. I love it. What do you want me to do? I smiled into the phone. Hans just solved a problem I'd been struggling with. How do I put everything in place for my grand finale without tipping off the police or society? I'll send you a text when we get to our hotel. I want to start at 9 tomorrow morning. You don't have any friends who work at the hospital, do you? I wouldn't call them friends, but I know several of the surgeons there quite well. Do you need me to reach out to them? If you could, yes. We're going to need to hurry. Once word spreads about what we're doing, it's going to be a madhouse. Having some people on the inside would be helpful. I ended the call and dropped my phone into the cup holder, satisfied that the plan was coming together. What did you just say? Asked Aaron. Is tomorrow your grand finale? Is tonight the last night we're going to have with you? Addison shared his shocked expression. In my haste, I'd forgotten to take their emotions into account. Tomorrow would be the last day we have together as a family. How many people know precisely when a loved one will die, yet can still interact with them normally? Once again, we found ourselves in a unique situation, with me handling it poorly. Yes, I think so. I'm going to invite my parents over to the room and we can order food, whatever you want, as much as you want. Then we'll spend the night together before a family does what no other family has done in history. I raised my arm in a victory pose, but neither Addison nor Aaron seemed like celebrating. I thought I had more time with you. Aaron turned and looked out the window after he spoke. You will. We'll have eternity together in heaven. I've seen it. I talked to your sister and to God. It's real, and it's close. There's no time in heaven. When I'm gone, it will seem like you both show up right away. Cam, death isn't hard for those who have died. It's hard on the living. Time exists on earth, and we'll miss you deeply. For a long time. I know, and I'm sorry about that. Let's make the most of tonight and go out in a blaze of glory. We're going to change the world through my sacrificial touch.